Yeah, what's up, y'all? First the game once again. So yeah, since I decided to give it like a review so far, like on Pokemon series and why I dropped it, I decided to give like a so far. I guess I call it a so far review as far as Liquid 9 goes. So, or I could probably just do Megaman on that. I could probably, I could probably do both. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna knock out both. So I'm gonna do a so far review as far as my series gone. So starting with Mega Man first, then I say so far it's like deep down I like the game. I like it a lot. The first one is definitely tougher than the other ones I played so far, at least virus rise. So that's a good thing. Like the only bad thing, like I've seen to come to gripes with, is just the fact that like the regular bosses are pretty, or like relatively easy. It's like y'all see me. It's like I don't get like frustrated whatsoever with the bosses like that. It's like I've pretty much been trashing like all of them. It's like Color Man, like it's like Color Man, Number Man, I easily almost beat like on the first try, like it was nothing. The only reason why I'd mess up is like it's just small stuff on my part. Like Number Man, I was laughing my ass off. Like Color Man, mostly it was just me trying to just talk about how trash he was to y'all, like and explain just about everything he does. Like I was just basically taking y'all on a tour, thinking like everything was all good, like the animals were behind the cage and all that. He wasn't, so I had to fight for my life. But Color Man wasn't hard. It's like just fighting like a small like cat or something, basically. Like that's what got out of the cage. It's like you're gonna be scratched up or whatever, but that don't really do nothing to you. So with that, I don't know. So far I like it though. Like basically what I got from the story is like it's basically in my opinion the whole Bound series should have been like that. Like that should have been the anime versus like versus the actual anime series. Like yeah, the actual anime series was okay in some regards, but this Mega Man, the Bound series, I like way more. Like to me, like in my opinion, they kind of go way more in depth in the characters. It's like you'll learn as like I go through like the series. Like they go in depth with a lot of these cats. Like it's like you slowly start to fall in love with a lot of the characters. So yeah, as far as Bound goes, I suggest you play the series. Do I suggest you play one? Probably not if you want to be as frustrated as I am. Like I'm pretty frustrated as far as like viruses go. And that's like another thing like with the Bound series and as a whole, like I never liked the puzzles. Not that they were tough to solve, it's just they're tedious. It's like a whole bunch of stuff you gotta do constantly. But it's like once you get it done, you get it done. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like, oh yeah, and then, well, actually no, you know what? That's just my personal thing. Like, it's funny how strong the optional bosses are versus the regular bosses. Like, it's like the optional bosses have more like versatility to them. Like for instance, it's like Woodman. Like he does everything to your field to stop you from basically doing what you usually do to like just about all the viruses and all the enemies, because usually you trash them. Like Woodman fights like how the viruses fight in the game in the first one, and that's mainly like they fight with the intent that you're actually gonna like understand strategy to a point. So far it seems like one's probably been a tougher game for me. Cause usually I just walk through everything like as far as the other games go. So yeah. So the optional bosses and the viruses are probably better training for y'all versus like that actual enemies. Like cause they're pretty weak. Stone Man I trash. I trash Number Man. I trash Color Man. Like I trash Iceman by accident. I trash Gus, man. Yeah, it's like Woodman's really been, yeah. And I technically trash Skull, man. It's like these guys haven't been hard. It's like I haven't raised quit on anybody but Woodman. Like every other person, like I've trashed. It's like y'all seen the time on some of these. Like I've trashed them quick. Like no games played. Like Clownman would have been probably the quick one, been one of my quicker ones. If it wasn't for the fact that I made a couple mistakes there. Yeah, and that one ship I had has been doing work. Cause that's like the main problem with the the bosses for like the game. A lot of them can't like destroy that plane that I usually summon. As long as I stay in one spot, I take a few hits, I'm usually guaranteed to win now. Like Woodman, that'd be impossible to do. Um, it's like Skullman, I kind of got a little bit lucky because like he has to respond to your movements. If that wasn't the case, like I would have lost. Um, Gutsman, I can't do it to either because he breaks like my whole field. Even though you kind of have to fight Gutsman here and there. Yeah, Gutsman is actually technically a story boss in my opinion. And like so far, as far as um, like it's yeah, like so far, like I haven't had like any uses as far as Woodman and Skullman have gone because there are areas in particular that I have to go through, like after I beat them, like they haven't I guess come in game yet. So right now they're irrelevant. So that's why I consider them optional bosses, if they are or if they're not. Okay, so I think that's, whoops, yeah, I think that's enough as far as they go. So next ones is, yeah, next game we'll talk about Liquid9. So I didn't know what I was going into because I'd never really done a visual novel before in my life. It's like, yeah, I've seen like them played, I've seen walkthroughs on them. I've seen like, it's like I got a general concept of what a visual novel is, but actually playing one legitly and having a voice over it, it's like been pretty much an amazing experience. If I'd had to, okay, so to get this out the way, let's see, if I had to say if there's one thing like I don't like, so far the only thing I don't like is the fact that it doesn't have like a log so that I can at least tell y'all what I say whenever I miss lines or something like that. Um, okay, so yeah, y'all see small stuff like that. It's like I kind of don't like the fact that I can only, I guess apparently you can only choose one girl or something like that from what I heard. Like I haven't really read into the game like that, but it's like I tried on YouTube searching like routes and all that just to see like how far or how deep they go into the game. Like, and I couldn't find the harem route. So to the super nerdy guys that love the harem route, like I couldn't really find it. Like yeah, like he kind of has like a harem in this game. I like that, but it looks like you only can choose one. You're one and only. But I mean, shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm actually leaning more towards Elizabeth though. But I'm gonna get into that into a second. I gotta get back into what else I don't like about the game. I don't like that they don't it's like whenever they're introducing like a new character or whenever they're introducing like just a random character or whatever or just a mysterious character. Well, actually no, mysterious is alright. But whenever they're introducing like somebody that's going to like quickly become like a new character or whatever, like I don't like the fact that they don't have like the text like colored. So it's like sometimes I'll do like my regular voice or whatever, and then I know where it ends up being a girl's voice. So then instantly I'm just like, okay, what is wrong with her voice? Like she was just sounding type manless at first, like she was sounding like this. Wrong line. Hey, how's it going? I'm just like, it's like I'll be looking like conceited whenever he slow it down and he just dissed you. Like his face, like my face just be like, what? It's like slow it damn, he just dissed you. But yeah. So, hmm, what was I gonna say? Um, I believe that I think that's about it. Uh, another thing I don't like. Okay, so far, like the only thing I don't like about, I guess, the story, or I guess Yama in particular, is the the circumlocution, like the amount of words, like the amount of big words they're using, like basically like the diction from the pronunciations to like all that fancy stuff. I'm like, yo, they going too crazy for an 18-year-old. I was not speaking like that when I was 18. Like I don't know anybody that speaks like that when they're 18. Shoot, even my homie, like my old homie from grammar school, Anthony Chang, never spoke like that. Like my dude was just like, yeah, he spoke politely and all that, but he just wasn't like that crazy, like with like the big words. It's like I get it, like it gives you more of like it articulates you better. It like proves that you have like more to say, and it's that's all cool and all that. But after a while, like I get annoyed reading some of the stuff like they're saying, because it's like they're getting like too descriptive, like in the environment and all that. Like I get it, like you're setting the atmosphere, but it's like, yo, we see the trees, and if you don't see the trees, like just describe them. Like it's a visual. It's called visual for a reason. Like people should be looking at this. Like they should be looking at it when they see it. Like you don't need to go into like articulation and all that. And that's me trying to find stuff I don't like about the game. So let me see. So what I like about the game, just about everything else I like about the game. Like at times it's just pretty chilled, it's pretty funny, and then at other times it gets serious. It gets very serious. Like so, I got chill as far as spoilers go because I know how far y'all are as far as like the game goes. I think so. If I remember right, like um like y'all just saw that one evaluation that Shigare did for Yama, so I know how far I am. So let's see. Okay, I got it. All right. So far, as far as like all like the girls like Yama talks to, so far like I'm swaying more towards Elizabeth, and I'm probably gonna sway even more towards it as the game goes on, because it's like I look at like stuff from Yama's chemistry. So far, the best chemistry he seems to have like with it's like three people, and that's Ruri, Mizaki, and Elizabeth. It's like the other one, like any other like female he talks to, like you don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that from them. And I think that's mainly just because like I don't know. But yeah, anyway. So the reason why Ruri, like where at first I was going all the way for Ruri was because I was going as far as like childhood friendships and all that other stuff. But y'all will find out later why. Like I end up swaying away from Ruri. And then Mizaki, it's gonna end up kind of being the same thing, kind of. But it's like I'm kind of bouncing back and forth as far as Mizaki goes. And then lastly, as far as Elizabeth, Elizabeth's been extremely consistent. That's my only thing about Elizabeth. She's been extremely consistent as far as like being up for debate. It's like, yeah, I didn't seem like that crazy interested in her as far as like school went. But as I said, she's she's a tsundere. So instantly, as far as being Yama concerned, we don't really care about the whole tsundere crap. It's like I'm either gonna be respectful to you, or I'm just gonna do my best to try and ignore you. And if you try and say something, I might just correct you about it, or I'll just be like whatever to it. I'm like, it's not that serious. And that's basically how Yama is towards her. But it's like you get girls like her a lot where it's like they act like this and that way, but deep down they're kind of feeling you. They're feeling the kid, and it's just funny because their chemistry is just it's like a love hate. It's like deep down like they both they both want each other, but it's like they just have to keep coming at each other with either jokes or whatever. They gotta keep dissing each other. Like it's always got to be like a problem or whatever. And that's one of the other things I liked about that. So okay, so another thing I liked about it, like I was saying, like just about every scene like I enjoy usually. So it's like I get. Oh, let me change this song. Uh, I ain't going to do 100 million. Hopefully I don't get sued for this. So that one I was playing before was that same YG thing. This one is Clips. I'm good instrumental. But yeah, like I was saying anyway. Um my whole thing is, sorry, I'm trying to get back to my, yeah, so yeah, I like how the scenes are. Like the scenes are pretty nice. It's like they're usually funny or very serious or like in the middle or just weirded out. And I like that. It's like me as a person kind of. So it's like I instantly gravitate towards Yama because Yama just sounds like me. Like he just replies to a lot of stuff like me. Like one of the key differences though between me and Yama is the fact that Yama, he's like in some ways he's like my homie Vamp. Like my homie Vamp will sometimes, like if he really is in that type of mood, he'll really just mess with you to an extreme. Like the hot sauce packet, like in Mazato's food. That was him. That was him. That was Vamp all the way. Like making homie right, making Yahiko right, like whatever answer like on his test, that was Vamp. But besides that, like basically I'm more Yama. It's like we're kind of the same in that sense. In small ways too, kind of how like we handle relationships too. Cause it's like I have some. It's like I might end up having like a friend that's a girl, or whatever, that I might end up having some feelings for. Like I've been in a situation before, and it's like I seen like the more importance of it, kind of like how Yama does. It's like I don't want to lose it forever type of thing. But it's like I'm kind of in the mix because I'm like, should I actually take the plunge? Should I actually not? And then it's like I've dealt with girls like Elizabeth, and it's kind of been weird. Like in some ways, it's like in some ways it's kind of flourished a little bit. In other ways, ended up just staying at a standstill. And then you got Mizaki. So I don't know how to describe Mizaki. It's like she's a mixture of both of them. Like Mizaki's kind of like a mixture of both of them, but more playful than. Yeah, she's a mixture of both of them. But in some ways she's more playful than Rui. In some ways she's not. It's like. Yeah, it's like Rui will physically like mess around with you. Like Mizaki, she'll mentally mess with you. And I think that's like why they have like such that crazy dynamic that Yama mentions. Yeah, so that's why I like them. Yakihiko, that dude's just funny. Like he always he's walking material. It's like anytime he does something, he's walking freestyle material. It's like I don't need to like come up with anything. It's like I just let Yakihiko do the work. If I need to put it in the clip, I'll put it in the clip. If I need to add like a voice sound effect, I'll add a voice sound effect just to make it sound more fancy or just funny. Mazato's alright. it's like I like that he just jokes around too, and that he's like kind of this tough guy, but at the same time he's like this super weird tough guy. Who else am I missing? Ryota, the the counselor or whatever guy. Like he's somewhat okay too. He's okay. My whole thing about Ryota though, I don't know. I guess he's just not around enough. But it's like Ryota's more like just laid back, chill guy. But the funny thing about it is, hold on, let me change. I think I'm gonna play that Poppy beat again. Yeah. So the thing about Ryota, he's kind of like he's kind of like me in some ways too. That's why it's like his voice and Yama's voice is kind of like almost nearly the same. It's just Ryota got like a little bit of like a more deep, smooth voice to him versus Yama. Yama's like my actual voice, but like Ryota's is just like a little bit more of a, like stereo talking to, like I don't really add that crazy amount of like bass into my voice, like for Ryota. And the thing I like about him is that he's pretty chilled and all that. The funny gag reel for some reason I seem to have with him though is that like he is that he's like this teacher that was from I guess District 8. Like I'm basically having him like act like he's like from like the hood or whatever. I think District 8 was the one y'all seen. Yeah, but that one, the one y'all seen. I don't know how many districts there actually is, and I don't know like how many they've introduced or not. It was like either District 8. I'm pretty sure it wasn't District 9 because they probably was worried they was gonna get sued off of that. But yeah. Oh yeah, then another voice I like doing for some reason. Well, actually no, I don't want to say I like his voice. I'm indifferent about dude's voice. It's the creepy guy from the beginning that y'all hear me do like once in the blue moon. The one that talks like this. Freedom. Sweet, sweet freedom. But yeah, like him, like his voice, like it kind of creeps me out when I do his voice. It creeps me out because it's like I'm like, yo, am I really sounding like this? And then all of that, it's like I'm envisioning the guy whenever like I see him. He's like, I'd say like right now he has like this weird like cloak on, right? Like this guy has like this cloak on. But it's not like them creepy, like wizardy, or like you need to find like the Holy Grail, or whatever, like creepy looking old dudes. It's just some creepy person in a hoodie or whatever. I said in a hoodie and a cloak, and like you just don't see their face, and you don't see their hands either, because it's like gloves on them, Jones. It's like gloves on them, and I think that's everybody that y'all know so far. Yeah, I almost forgot. I'm trying to forget her. I hate doing Akira's voice. Akira, the one who voiced like I cracked on. Yeah, like I don't like doing her voice, but it's like I gotta keep up with the voice though, because her voice is like her voice. It's not that her voice is like extremely high pitched. The problem is, it's her voice. It's like I had to sustain it. So it's not like the mysterious girl or whatever, the mysterious little girl where her voice is monotone. No, it's not like that. It's because like I constantly keep up the bouncy voice, so it's like I gotta constantly keep up the Michael Bay. It's like her voice is constantly bouncing, like, and it's just after a while, like, just kills me off, yo. Like, So think that's yeah. I think that's about it. So I'm gonna quickly go into the Mega Man characters because I didn't really go into them like I did the Liquid 9. But that's because it wasn't that many Liquid 9 characters. So if I remember from what think y'all have seen from Mega Man, I think I just beat Woodman. So I gotta go into those characters so far. So yeah, so fuck Sal. Uh fuck Woodman. Mr. Match, like honestly, at first I thought I don't know, I haven't really here's the problem. I never because y'all seen episode 1. Like the screen's cut off. So because of that, I can't see any of Mr. Match's lines. So it's like I couldn't like get his voice correctly. Because of course he's the villain, so of course you're gonna see him again eventually. But like I couldn't get his voice completely down. And then the sad part is it's like I watch this one guy named Detective Ven. Detective VEN. Like V as in like violin. So like Detective Vin, like he had his homies do like the voices of some of these characters, and I'm just like, yo, they're beautiful. So subscribe to them if y'all want like more colorful voices. But that's because it's like it's like 3-4 of them versus one of me. But it's like y'all notice a difference just because of like how they do their voices. Like some of the more lively clown like voices or whatever, they get like some of the Irish, like Scottish, like British sounds, like they hit better than I can. I can only do so much. But it's a couple voices I think I demolished, like Dr. Wily's like, we not talking about no rematches or no new game pluses. Said this end game. Said it's over. Finito. Arrivederci. Like I think I do probably the best Wily's voice. I don't think nobody's messing with me on that one. And then as far as the Land and Mega Man voices, I think I do somewhat okay. And y'all will see in future gameplays why like I think I do okay with their voices to a point. If anything, I think I need to improve on Land's voice a little bit. Like Mega Man's voice is just natural to me. Like that just comes natural. Who other voice? I think I do okay as far as Dex voice goes too. Cause like his voice, like the way I do his voice, I can provide comedy off of it. The Higsby voice, I think I killed that too. No, 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 no. He's like, okay, class, let's get this started. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's I think that's it. Cause it's like, y'all fighting Fireman and y'all fought Number Man. So I just had to fight Woodman. So yeah. So I got more Mega Man episodes to do, and I gotta start. Well, I'm probably gonna hold off on uploading those for a little bit longer, cause then I can build it back up. Cause the problem I got right now is that I got way too much filler. So it's like a whole bunch of editing I gotta do, and then I gotta make sure like I do this and that. So right now, like as far as episodes go, I say I got maybe 3 or 4 episodes, and then about like almost 5 that are like filler. Like almost 5 filler. And that's pretty sad. Like that's 5 filler episodes. But it's like if I was to do it like an hour each episode, and then y'all probably see it better. Y'all probably understand why like everything took so long. But the thing is, I'm not trying to waste your time with all that. Like the rest of like the filler that I usually put on, the reason why I call it filler is just usually it's so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. Cause it's like what I said. It's like I usually keep everything on the play. Like so it's like y'all see like all my sessions. Y'all see like everything I'm doing. So yeah. So like for instance, like with one of the bosses, it took me like about I think maybe about maybe 2 of my episodes worth to get to them. But that wasn't because of like just stuff being tedious. That was mainly just because it was a lot of story to it. So that in itself I think got me to like maybe 3 episodes maybe I can make out of that without it being like fillerish. And that's lucky. But yeah, but getting to like but getting to them was like filler. It was like filler in itself was like getting to them. Well, no, I'm thinking of the other one. Yeah, getting to the other one was like filler. Cause right now I'm on like I'm basically on like the third next boss I think. Yeah, I'm on the third next boss. Yeah, cause I just trashed the other 2. So I did that off cam. Well, actually no, I didn't do that off cam. I did that off of. I did that. Yeah, I did that already. So that just has to be edited, and y'all can see that. But yeah, that second one I did not too long ago. So the third one is like relatively close to the second one, just because of how they spaced out the thing. Which I said before, gets on my nerves. Cause it's like, why would y'all make a game where it's taking so long to do stuff? But it's whatever, I guess. Okay, so next thing, oh yeah, May's name. Like, I guess her actual name is Mel because they're trying to do a play on like internet and computer stuff. But I'm like, yo, who names a girl Mel? Because I'm like, instantly, if I start saying Mel, people gonna think of the M-A-L-E, not M-A-I-L. And it's like I tried male, but like it doesn't sound good to me. So that's why like I just called her May. Trying to think if there's anything else on. Nah. The one thing I like about the Megaman characters, like the side characters or the background characters, is doing their voices is funny just because it's like I don't know who's usually who, but sometimes they'll kind of give hints as to saying like, oh yeah, this is so and so from HDCC town or whatever. They'll give small hints sometimes, and sometimes they won't. But yeah. So then I instantly just remember them, and I'll be like, okay, this is so and so. I can just do their voice like this. It's funny. Let me see. Shit, I might as well keep going. I got time. So what's the next thing I want to go into? Shit. I usually don't do this for. You know what? I should do this for reviews. It's not bad. But yeah, it's like I've been on YouTube, these forum places or whatever on YouTube, and it's like it's been pretty chill. I mean, one thing that gets on my nerves though, it seems like everybody's always complaining about the amount of views, and I'm like, I don't know why y'all complaining. Like, I should just be doing this for fun. As long as somebody's viewing your content, you should be cool with it. It's like I got people viewing my content. I got right now my highest views is like only 30 vids. So only maybe what, like maybe 10, no, not even 10. I say maybe 20. Maybe 20 people have seen it, and maybe like the extra 10 is people that probably rewatched it just to rewatch it, or needed to watch it again just so they could finish what they was watching before. Cause that's usually how I speculate that as. like it's easier to do it with a big number like 30. Like with 9, like you can instantly assume like probably only 4 probably watched it and probably had to rewatch it later or something. Yeah, but like with 10, you can assume like maybe 7 watched it. That's usually how like I go with my numbers, depending. Because I don't think people give it like a. I don't think people usually give it a rewatch, and I think they're usually able to watch like a whole session of it. I can usually watch at least one. I usually watch at least one of my videos, like 1 or 2 of my videos, and then I might have to come back to another one, and that usually ends up being the reason why. But yeah, but out of that one video I came out, like I had to come back to. It's like I was able to, like I managed to see 2, so I don't have to rewatch those other 2. So those other views are other people. So that's how like I'm going about it. And that's like another thing. It's like I'm usually not looking. I don't look for y'all for validations as far as my stuff being good, really. To be honest, it's like I got people for that, and I got myself for it. It's like I look. It's like I always think there's always something I can improve on. So you don't need to tell me that I need to improve on something because I'm never gonna find something completely 100% good. It's like I had like even with the top false moments, I didn't even think that video was perfect. The one that got me the most views, I ain't consider that one perfect. I felt like I could have did better. I felt like shoot, if I had more videos like or if I had like more, it's like it was showing me at the beginning of my time. So it's like I couldn't. It's like I felt like even though I showed like some of my versatility with stuff, had I had Liquid 9 into the mix, I felt like it would have been better. Like it would have been 1,000 times better because Liquid 9 showed my voiceover versatility. Like it showed how good I was like with some of the voices and all that. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I was like the greatest or whatever, but I'm saying I did pretty good. Like despite a guy who people always say he's monotone. Like when I hear like the voices come out on here, a lot of times they don't sound monotone. They sound like I actually put like soul into it. Like they don't sound like my normal voice. Instead, they sound like they're really good, you know, like this and that. Like it's like you hear it. It's like, and then the funny thing is like I still hear my voice. I don't know if y'all hear my voice still like throughout the whole thing, but it's like I still hear my voice, and I just be like, yeah, you can tell that's still the same actor. It's like it's like Liquid 9 starring like so and so and so and so, voices by Fost. But yeah, it's like I've been. I don't know. The reason why like I did like the whole dub thing, like using my own voices for like some of this stuff, is mainly just because it's like I've seen good come out of it whenever you try your best, like with trying to emulate the characters and all that. And it's like shoot, it's like I watch Let's Dub, like those guys Tyranny, like I watch them, and it's like I find it funny how like how they're able to make like games that are just a whole bunch of words come to life. So it's like that's what I try to do with every game I play. And that's like one of the fun things about like that's one of the fun things to me about being a YouTuber. Like being into this whole like gamer video thing. It's like I used to be just by myself playing or whatever because I never really liked the whole like the multiplayer versus against each other all the time crap because it's like I'm not really that big of a trash talker. I'm really not. I like playing Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm though, just because it's like, as far as the fighting goes, it's like it's fun fighting. It's like you get to pull out new moves and all that. That's cool. But shoot, I said I wasn't gonna play this song because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna probably get a copyright claim. But you know what? I probably already got one. So I'm actually let me see. That one should be okay. But yeah, as far as yeah, it's like I just been enjoying it. It's like I'm probably gonna save up, get me a controller or whatever. The one thing like that worries me though is just like once I get work, it's like it's gonna be tougher to post. It's gonna be tougher to do this and that. But I mean, shoot, I'm gonna try and get me a crib. Once I get me a crib and all that, then I'll be able to post whenever I want, however I want. I'll be able to do videos when I want, how I want. It's like I can have the homies over when I want, how I want. So it's like I can add even more content to the channel. So even when I'm busy doing something, the homies can either contribute or if they got their own YouTube channel, whatever, they can keep y'all entertained while I'm like doing me. But it's like if everything works and if I can somehow like make this, I guess this truck driving thing work, all as well as I can probably just bring the laptop with me because I do everything from laptop. I just need a good set of headphones. So as long as these ones last me, or as long as I can get me another pair, then it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Like I shouldn't have to worry about all. It's like I should just have to worry about recording, like playing games and recording. Cause it's like with some of the truck stuff, it's like sometimes you take like 4-hour breaks. So I'm like, shoot, what can I do for like 4 hours? If I don't feel like sleeping, or if I can't sleep because like I'm in a small cab or something. Shoot, I play video games. That's what I'll do. Just bring a book bag with me, boom, boom, bam, done. And just plug it up somewhere, and I should be okay. And then the days that I'm off, I can just do like a whole like gaming session, or I could even live stream that if I wanted to. But that depends on how everything goes. We don't know what's set in stone, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this and that. That's why like I got the mentality of not caring about the views and all that. It's like I can't care about that because it's like I'm not on a set schedule. It's like all this can end at any moment. So it's like, why am I busy being stressed over the stuff y'all being stressed with when I know, like, this thing might probably not work for me? Well, I know I got stuff I got to take care of now. Like, it's like I can't have like time for like aspirations and all that. It's like this YouTube thing's too slow for me, unfortunately. And me, I'm a dude that believes that slow money can make big money. But in this case, I gotta move. I gotta make it do what it do. And if this YouTube thing happens to build, eventually it builds. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But thing is, like before, like all this stuff like ends up like bugging me and all that, I want to at least have at least the Liquid series done. I think I said the Lucid series. I can get the Lucid series done. I know I can. The Megaman Bionicle series, I should be able to get it done too. I don't know if I'll get it done. I doubt I'll get it done this week though. It's too much stuff. There's way too many hours in that game. But if I remember how everything is, it should. I think I'm relatively almost done now. Like I think I'm like halfway within Battle Network 1. Lucid, I think I'm like maybe halfway done with the story too. So after that, I don't know if I'm gonna dive right into Battle Network 2, just because I probably won't. It depends on if I get my controller or not. If I get my controller, I might just not go into Battle Network 2 right off the bat, and I might try and get into like some of the other games because I got a PSP and I got a PS2 now. I'm not gonna say whether or not the emulators because I don't know what y'all talking about. Maybe that's a lie. So yeah. So sky's the limit as far as that goes. I'm slowly hesitating on getting a PS3 because I can play Persona 5 and that'd be a fun walkthrough and a like fun playthrough too. My only thing though is if I do Persona 4, I said 4. If I do Persona 5, I think what I actually want to do is maybe try and get like a whole bunch of people to voice over for that with me. Same thing if I do any Persona game, I think. Cause then it's like y'all can just hear us chill, we can talk or whatever. Anytime like an actual cutscene comes up or whatever, like anytime that actually happens, then like we get back on our mode. Um, hmm. I'm trying to figure out what other reviews I want to do, cause it's a few. To be honest, it's like I don't know. It's like I really want to like possibly do reviews in the future, but I feel like it'd be better either co-hosting or just letting like the homie, like my new homie, like just do it, cause it'd be better. Like she'll have a better idea what she wants to do, and if anything, I'll just help her through it. Like it's easy as that, simple as that. But yeah, so I guess with that, um, oh yeah. So just making sure like I show where the love's at. Yeah, definitely make sure you subscribe to One Up's channel. One Up's cool. One Up's the homie. It's like she's one of like my only few subscribers. Cause I actually no. She might still be my only subscriber because I think I'm only sitting at one still. Yeah, and then like I don't know. The only question I have is I'm like, how can I get a lot more of y'all to watch it? Like watch my vids. Like how can I do that? Not how can I make money off of y'all? How can I like how can I sell my soul and do this and that? Like no. It's like how can I just get it out so y'all can at least watch my videos? Like I don't care. Just as long as I get more people to see them. But it's like I don't care about the money and it's just I want y'all to get to enjoy some of this stuff I do because I enjoy it. And it's kind of why like I do it now. It's just to see y'all. It's like it's to hear y'all replies or to hear y'all comments. Like as long as they positive, of course. But it's like it's just to hear like that y'all found like what I did funny or y'all found that's just genuine. It's just a genuine play, yo. Like I'm just genuinely playing these games, enjoying myself genuinely. And I think that's all like we can ask for. It's just like you can't have somebody that doesn't enjoy playing games, which is why like I'm not the type of folks that take requests and all that. Like I probably rarely take a request, and even if then I had to like at least have some history or I had to have some knowledge of the game, or I'd have to have done my research on it and see that it's actually something I wouldn't mind doing. Like for instance, it's like the Pacific that PCF basketball thing or whatever. I ended up not liking it. I thought it was gonna be good, but I ended up not liking it. So immediately I said no to it. It doesn't mean that like somebody else won't like it. It just means I didn't like it. But yeah, so don't take my opinions just to crazy heart, y'all. It's just I won't even say it's like crazy advice. It's just more just motivation and just letting y'all know where I've come from, like how I did something, how it turned out for me. It's not gonna always turn out the same. It's not gonna turn out for you. It's not gonna turn out for me like that. But yeah, so with that, I consider this review done. And y'all have a good day. Take care. I love y'all. Peace out.